Okay, Wednesday the 12th. We are on full body, 4, 5, or 6 rounds. We only have one part. We have alternating snatches, static lunge with around the worlds, pause, weighted bridges, and Supermans. Okay, so alternating snatches. Okay, static lunge with around the worlds. And then when you switch, you're not only going to switch legs, you're going to switch direction. Okay. Pause, weighted bridges. So usually with pauses, I count to 3. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. Something like that, okay? Supermans. Oh. Okay, so first we have snatches. So a snatch is kind of like an overhead swing, but you start from the ground instead of between your legs. You can start between your legs, but we're doing it from the ground. So when you go to start, remember how I spoke about if you are doing a deadlift, hinging, swinging, anything like that, you want your butt to be far away from your ankles. That's the same idea. So when you bend over to get this weight, you want to get low enough to reach the weight, but look at how far away my butt is from my ankles, okay? So I could easily be going like this, or I could easily be going like this, which is good here, but not good here because my back is super round, okay? So I want to get into that butt and hips back, but up stance. See how straight my back is, and I can lift my weight, okay? So that's how you want to be when you start. And you're going to just pull up the center of your body. When you can no longer pull, you're going to flip overhead, okay? That is your snatch. Pull up, flip, down. Pull up, flip, down, okay? So there's your snatch, down, switch hands. Pull up, flip, down, switch hands. Pull up, flip, down, switch hands. Pull up, flip, down. If you are confused, I'll do it in slow again. Pull as much as you can. You can no longer shrug. That's when you flip the weight, okay? So you can no longer pull in this direction. You have to flip, okay? And that's your snatch. And they're alternating, so you just count to 20, keep switching hands. Static lunge with around the world, 10 per leg. So again, you're gonna pick a leg. So say I start with my left. I'm gonna be in a static lunge. What that looks like is this. Front leg bent, back leg straight, about 90 degree. And my back, of course, is straight. This is my static lunge. Make sure that you are railroad and not tightrope. Railroad means like this, tightrope means like this. So I want to be able to see both of my feet when I'm in this static lunge. Now I'm going to pick a direction. So I'm going to be in my lunge, I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to do around the world. 1, 2, 3, up to 10, and then I'm going to switch my feet, but also switch direction. 1, 2, 3. And with your around the worlds, I like to stay as close to my head as possible. So if you're wearing a bun or a high thing, you're going to probably hit it every single time, which is so annoying. But you don't want to be up here. You want to be lower and get a fuller range. I find that the higher that you are, you're doing a smaller circle. The lower that you are, it seems like you're doing a wider range circle, okay? Pause, weighted bridges. So this one you can really load the weight on if you can. So the way that you hold the weight is the pocket of where your leg meets your torso it kind of just fits like right in there, okay? Eventually it slides out, but it sits in there pretty nicely, so you really only just have to lightly hold. So I basically put it in the crack, and then I hold like the very top of the weight. So I'm not like gripping, I'm not holding it and then holding it. I'm letting it rest, and I'm just gently like basically butting up the palm of my hand against the top of the dumbbell, and I don't really have to hold it. It's enough to keep it in place. So there's my weight, and then I'm going to lift my butt and hips up to the ceiling, and then I'm going to hold 1, 2, 3, back down. 1, 2, 3, back down. So you want to make sure that your knees are separate. You don't want your knees to be caving in when you are going up. They should be staying the same or actually bowing out when you press up, okay? And if you can't use weight, just do it without it. And then we have our Superman. So we have 15 of those. So notice it goes 20, 10, 15, 15. So pay attention to the number of reps that you're doing. And then for our Supermans, you are laying on your stomach. Your feet and arms are outstretched in front of you. And you're going to lift everything. So you're balancing just on your stomach. Down. Lift. Down. So you want to hold it for a little bit, like up, 1, down. Up, 1, down, something like that. You don't want to hold it super long, but you don't want to like go like this either. You want to have a little bit of hold when you're up in the air. And that is your Wednesday.